Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys the Daily Deals with Tim, where I talk about news and deals on cryptocurrency, all for you guys. And before I begin, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. Now, I'm kind of, let's say, pissed off right now because I just made a content worth 30 minutes about this coin, and my mic was muted. Yeah, so kind of sad about that, kind of frustrated that happened, but I am willing to make another one exactly same. Maybe not exactly, but this is me just ranting on. So let's begin. So what I'm about to share to you guys is why am I interested in Minexcoin, a stable, low volatility cryptocurrency that has potential, a lot of really good potentials. Now, that could be said with any project, but I do think I do limit my investment options to only a couple of them, and I think this one might be a good investment in my part. This is simply my opinion, and my opinion only. It is your decision to make after you research the coins and invest only what you can afford to lose. Now, Minexcoin. What is Minexcoin? Well, it's a cryptocurrency, and one of the main features, the features that they present is that they are a low volatility asset. Now, low volatility in cryptocurrency, that's unheard of. You see Bitcoin, it goes up 50% one day, comes back, I guess that's exaggerated. It goes up 10-20%, comes back down 10% next day, repeat. And all the other altcoins out there, ICOs goes up by 300% one day, comes back down 200%. Volatility is what makes cryptocurrency so, interesting, but at the same time, it's so easy to lose money that way. Because you invest into a project and it goes up by 300%, and you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna wait out a couple more days, wait till it goes to 500%, and then the next day it goes way back down to what you have invested in, and it goes lower, and you are at a loss. I guess at a loss for words. And this happens so often with the volatility that fluctuates so crazy in cryptocurrency. And that's why I am looking for a low volatility cryptocurrency that is still going upwards in an uptrend, and has good fundamentals, good team, community, and solid project and scalable future. I believe this is one of very, very similar cryptocurrency that fits that role, in my opinion. Now, it's been listed on Litecoin exchange since November 1st, so it's only been listed on the exchange for 20 days now. So this project is very early. I believe they launched the ICO in March and continued through that way. And on November 1st, that's when they have officially launched on the exchange. And they're only listed on one exchange for right now, but I think they're working on other exchanges as well. So the volume right now is kind of low, but it's only the beginning. Now, Minexcoin. Before I say anything more about the coin, this project is potentially very risky, in my opinion, because it is only a start it's a startup cryptocurrency, and I don't have clear information about the top figures in the team, although I have contacted them through Twitter, and they actually answered back in like a minute, which is pretty crazy. I mean, if I were to ask a question to some other cryptocurrency Twitter page, to probably take a couple hours, maybe a day, but they actually responded back right away. And I pointed something out. They said, "Oh, thank you," and if you want any more information, we're happy to help. So I did ask them about a couple of the leaders in the team and kind of their history and experiences in the backgrounds. So it's already looking kind of good in my opinion, but still, this can be a very risky investment. Not because anything of the nature, no, not because anything that points out on the team, but just because of the nature of beginning cryptocurrencies. Starting cryptocurrencies tend to be very risky from the start. However, as the months pass, as the years go, once you actually see the team working and products coming out, I think that's when you can say, all right, now I trust in this project that it will go far. But already I do see some features and product released through this platform, through this system, and it's looking good so far. And I did invest a little bit into it, so just telling you guys straight up. All right, so they say a new era of payments. So Minexcoin is a global payment system based on a low volatility cryptocurrency, which is part of the ecosystem. So they have a stable exchange rate, which is a reliable means of payment. So something like fiat money, they don't really change that much, so it's a reliable means of payment. And also, the controllable growth of a coin price makes it an attractive means of value storage. So the coin grows in a low volatility setting, so you could store it to let it keep growing, or you can use it because it's not going to lose 50% when you purchase something. So pretty cool. And they also have something called Minex Bank. Now, you guys might be, when you hear that name, you might be worried. Oh my gosh, it is just another bank, just like the traditional banks. No, one main thing that is vastly different with Minex Bank is that they don't hold onto your money or your fund or your Minex coins. So the function of a Minex Bank is actually to control the volatility of the price and also pay you interest based on this thing called parking. So literally what parking is, you are parking your wallet fund in your wallet and you're not spending anything, and the bank tracks if you haven't spent anything or moved anything around, and then if your wallet balance stays the same for either a daily interest or a weekly interest or annual interest, then they'll pay you based on how long you held onto your Minex coins. So I'll go into that in more detail through their white paper, but pretty cool feature there. So one thing, again, re-mentioning is that Minex Bank, it acts like a central bank in that it controls the volatility, but it doesn't hold any of your funds. It does have a reserve to make that interest transaction to you, but you have your fund in your wallet and you hold on to it. They don't control anything. Also, to register to the Minex Bank, you use your public key. So you will never use your private key to register into their site. You only use your public key so that they could look and see that you still have the same amount of Minex coin you started off with and you ended with during that parking period. So that is that. They have the Minex Bank. This is the website. It exactly looks like this. I have used it recently and it does work, because after the parking period was over, I got a payment of the amount specified within 5 seconds. So it does work. And yeah, so parking is a tool to increase your stock and stabilizing financial system. It's a temporary suspension of any amount of coin in your wallet in order to receive interest payment. So you just kind of freeze your fund in your wallet. However, if you need to take out the Minex coins during your parking period, you could just cancel your parking and take your fund out. So really cool feature out there too. And also they have a couple of things coming up in the future. Minex Market is one of them, which is a platform for selling and buying goods and services for Minex coin. So it's gonna be something like Amazon, eBay, but on cryptocurrency. for Minex coins. Also, they have in the future the Minex platform, which is going to be like you being able to invest into digital assets or companies directly without kind of this centralized medium. So pretty cool. It's going to be an investor kind of a project on this platform. Also, they're going to have a Minex exchange, which is going to be a decentralized online exchange, similar to other exchanges out there, except that it's decentralized. And through that, it will be easier to convert from Minexcoin to other cryptocurrencies, I believe. And they also have released the Minex wallet. Pretty simple wallet. Just shows you available pending total and the transactions coming up. It's available Windows, Mac, Linux, and you can see the development on GitHub. Also has a Minex Explorer, so you see the transactions happening. And yeah, it goes on. They also have the white paper. I highly recommend you guys to read the white paper because it has a really cool information and very helpful information, and it's not too detailed. I mean, I guess it is detailed, but it's not hard to understand. They write it in a simple terms for, I guess, regular people like me to understand, and I really liked the concept that they're going for. Now this is the roadmap. They had the ICO on May 15th, and they released the Minexcoin in the bank on June 15th. And for the later in 2018, they're releasing platform, exchange, and the market. So pretty cool. Next year is going to be a huge milestone for them if they can get everything in the right fashion. Now this is a team. I believe they're from Ukraine. So they are, and they speak Russian. So Boris Shulyev, a founder and CEO, he owns one of the largest mining farms in Europe, and he's a business angel. So I really want to know more information about him. I did contact the team about it. I think they're going to give me more information later on, so I'll update you guys later. And Ruslan Babic, he's a chief technology officer. I did look into him a little bit. I think on his LinkedIn page, he did work with Sears and I think it was Amazon as a software developer or something related to that technology. But they have a lot of people in the team, and they're all, I think they're all from Ukraine, but I might be wrong because I don't know the history behind everyone on the team. But it's good to know that there's a lot of people working on it. Also, they have a couple of advisors with the technical consultant, professor, and partners from the Kiev National Polytech Institute and Kiev National Economic University. I believe a couple of the members did attend these universities. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it might be related like that. All right, so that is the gist of their website. And let's look at the market. So Minexcoin is at $12.25 dollars. And if you look at the trajectory of Minexcoin, it has only been 20 days, so you might have to wait a bit longer to see the overall trend, but it's looking good so far. It's had a pretty crazy parabolic movement and pulled back, and then now it's having one again. So I think the algorithm of the Minex Bank is at least working for the past couple of weeks, but we'll see later on. And on the Medium website or the blog, meet the Minex Dream Team. It goes on to a couple of the key figures out there, and you can see there. Check out their LinkedIn, Facebook page with most of these guys. So they have blockchain developers, team leads, system administrator, backend developer, front-end developer, Android developer, UI UX designer, senior QA engineer, project manager, more backend, and financial analyst, bounty manager, PR, customer support, more customer support, and there's a lot of customer support, and CMO, creative copywriter. Man, they have a lot of jobs in their teams. Now, this could be made up they could just say, have random people up here say this guy does this and this guy does this. It could be that. I'm not saying it is, but I did see, I think all of them did attend a kind of a blockchain or some kind of a forum. And I believe there are a picture of them there. I think it's a Kiev conference. Yeah, Kiev conference. So this is the team. You see everyone in the picture right here. They actually exist. And I think I'm leaning more towards that they actually do their job and work what they have mentioned in the blog. All right, and now let's go to the FAQ. Now they have a lot of question and answers here. So if you guys want to look at in details, but I'm gonna look at just a couple of things. Let's look at the coin's parameter first. So the total amount of Minexcoin out possible is 19 million, with block rewards of 2.5 Minexcoins, hashing algorithm of Equihash, block size 1 megabyte, block time 3 minutes, and there is a 5.5 pre-mining with 2.7 of that going to ICOs, 300,000 going to bounty, 1.5 going to the Minex Bank reserve. Now there is a reserve system for the Minex Bank so that they have some kind of liquidity to pay the parking, I guess, transactions, the interest rates. Also, they have 1 million Minexcoin for developers and advisors. They had the ICO stage already, and I believe the ICO is finished. Now they go into more details about the Minexcoin wallet, how to back it up, how to recover it, how to encrypt it, and also how to register at the Minex Bank. I think all you need to do is get your public address of your Minex wallet, and you type in sign message, type in Minex Bank in the second field, and then sign, and you'll see this is your signature. Copy it, and then you get your signature and paste it on the Minex Bank website. And I think all that took like 30 seconds for me. So pretty quick registration compared to traditional bank, where it takes at least a couple hours to get your account. And also you might not even be able to get your account at a traditional bank because of your, I don't know, lack of history or whatever. All right, and the interface of Minex Bank is simple and user-friendly. Now I couldn't attest to this because I did use it recently and it did work. So I'll go into more details later. And it goes on to saying how to park your coins and goes on and on. Now this cryptocurrency is proof of work, so they have coin mining. So if you guys are interested in mining this coin, this is a pretty cool cryptocurrency. Now they do have a minimum transaction fee for parking the coins, but it's really low. It's like 0.0001 Minex. So hopefully that will be more than what you have parking for. I think even at the lowest amount of 1 Minex coin, I think the parking rate should be more than this amount. All right, so, and then they have a couple of different blogs and articles on the Medium website, and they released this article yesterday. So they're constantly updating the community. Very cool. Now, going on to the white paper. So Minexcoin white paper, it says a low volatility asset. Let's look at the abstract first. So it's a global payment system built on eponymous low volatility crypto asset regulated by autonomous algorithm with methods proven in traditional financial markets. So it has predictable and dirigible price development. So it's both a means of settlement and means of saving. The long-term value is based on its annual growth of 33.6%. And in order to reduce the volatility, such supply and demand regulation tools as market interventions and coin parking are used. Now, this is a simple explanation of everything I'm about to talk about, but they really get to the point in the abstract. Well, that is the purpose of the abstract, but they basically do this through their system. So this might be a little too detailed or kind of confusing, but I'm going to try to simplify it as much as I can. So volatility is a problem. I could agree to that. because volatility can mean a huge loss on your investment. Now, stability as an answer. I think that should say is an answer, or stability as an answer. It can be a part of the answer. So, how do they keep the low volatility? Let's go on. So Minex Bank, they have these smart algorithms. So they use these algorithms to either encourage coin holders to buy, sell, or keep, which is pretty crazy. How do they do it? So the Minex Bank, they're parking interest rates. So basically, for holding onto your coin in your wallet and clicking on park my coin, how do they come up with the interest rate? Is it a fixed rate of like 5%, 10%, and 100%? No. So it is based on basket of 10 currencies, and that is the top 10 currencies. So they average out the rate, the growth rate of the top 10 currencies, and by using this formula here, now I'm just simplifying it. They're not gonna go top 10 currency growth rate divided by 10, that is the interest rate. No, they have a complex formula for it. But simply put it, it's kind of like the average of the top 10 cryptocurrencies growth rate, so that Minexcoin kind of follows a similar path to those top 10 coins. Now, I really like this idea because they're not basing it off of only Bitcoin or basing it off of some other currency out there. Taking the top 10, which are pretty stable and increasing at a pretty good pace. They have more formulas on it, on how they do it. And the bank, Minex Bank, uses this algorithm to determine the interest rate and also how much Minex will increase over a year period. So pretty cool. Now, they use in hybrid governance for the Minex Bank, which means that the algorithm's decisions are monitored by a group of professional economists. And this is the early phases of the operation. So the team can introduce amendments to the algorithm parameters to prevent crazy risk and make sure it's working. And once the algorithm is tuned, there will be a decentralized autonomous organization. And by the final phases, the platform's financial activity will be completely free of human involvement and will be based off the algorithm. So first of all, in the beginning stages, they have the algorithm, but they also have some manual works so that the algorithm is working at a good pace. And later on, they're going to be a decentralized autonomous organization. Then they'll turn it into completely algorithm work. So how it actually works, this is really good to read, in my opinion. So their main purpose is to stabilize the exchange rate with the range of no more than 5% of the previous day's closure price. So this is this kind of 5% growth is to the practice of global stock exchanges. So they're using traditional market strategies on cryptocurrency, but not having the same kind of central bank and kind of all those fees on the investors, but they actually let the investors keep their own funds in your own wallet, and they don't charge any fee, but they actually give you interest, and pretty good interest in my opinion. So the parking, which means that the coins are temporarily suspended in their wallet. So you're not supposed to use your coin in your wallet, supposed to leave it for the parking duration. Now you could take it out, but then you wouldn't be getting the interest. So it's your opinion. I mean, it's your decision. Now the parking user is eligible to receive interest, and there are 3 kinds of parking, which is a day parking, and I believe the month changed to a week. So there's day parking, a week parking, and an annual parking. Now their rates go up and down based on the algorithm. Right now, I believe day is around 0.29%, weeklies is 5.7%, annual is about 70%, which is pretty crazy. All right, and the rate can go up and down based on the algorithm and the price and the market condition. Now, the intervention. How does Minex Bank control the volatility of this coin? Now, they have an initial reserve of 1.5 million. Now, through those, they'll be able to issue out the interest. However, it will go away once they have put out the interest in the market, maybe after a couple of years, I don't know. So how do they replenish it? Now, how they replenish it is through the miners. So they take a cut of the miners' reward and cut of their transaction fee. And this is something that I kind of concerned about in this project because they take a huge portion of the miners. So from the block 1 to 900,000, they take 20% of their awards, and then goes on and on. So as the blocks grow larger, they take more cuts of the miners' reward, and they use it to issue out those parking interest rates. Now, I'm not a miner, so I'm not worried about it. But as a miner coming into this space, you'll be saying, man, the cut that you guys take is so much. I'm not going to make any money. However, they do say that they incentivize the miner because the coin will be worth more over time with that fixed kind of a low volatility annual growth. And with this will basically, even though you mine less coin, the price will kind of reflect on that. And also, once the mines or the coins are all mined out, there will be the commission, the transaction commission from the miners. The bank will take 70% of that, so that because they don't get any awards from the mining. All right, now moving on. So they do have this reserve and it is replenished by the miners, but still, how do they affect the market? When the coin goes crazy high, parabolic, like how you saw right here, how do they bring it down? And when it goes down too far, how do they bring it up? Now, how they do it is through intervention, and they explain that there are 3 possible options for market behavior. One is excessive demand, other is excessive supply, and third is equilibrium between supply and demand. So a little bit, very basic financial concepts here. I think this is simple enough to understand, and these are very interesting too. So excessive demand. So this is when people keep buying the coin and the prices keep rising. Now, how does the Minex Bank react to this? So to excessive demand, the interest rate for parking payments will decrease. So because there are so many people buying this coin and trying to park at the same time, they're going to lower the interest rate so that it will incentivize the holders to actually sell off because the interest rates are so low. And this will cause the price to go down. Now, this is plan A. Now, if this doesn't work, then the plan B, which is the Minex Bank will start selling off their assets in order to alleviate this pressure from the buyers. So they have two plans for this. First is lower the interest rate if too many people have this coin, and then if that doesn't work, they're going to start selling off so that the price will go down. And now for excessive supply, what if everyone is selling their Minex coin at the same time, goes down really low? Then they're going to increase the interest rate for parking payments so that they incentivize people to hold on to their coins for a longer period because you will be getting a lot more interest that way. And then that would affect the market. And also, if this fails, the plan B, which is Minex Bank buys the assets to subdue the pressure from the sellers so that they kind of have this buy wall at the bottom to try to get back to the natural trajectory of that 33.3%. I believe that rate changes based on the top 10 coins, and I believe it's around 47.2% right now because the growth is so crazy on the top 10 cryptocurrency. But anyways, so that's how they get back up from a sell-off, an extreme sell-off. Now, what if there is an equilibrium between supply and demand and it's following the natural path? Then the Minex Bank does nothing because the price remains in the predetermined range and they just keep the same interest rate. All right, man, there's a lot of things to talk about for this coin because I'm really interested in it. I think it's a great project, at least in the initial overview of it, but I could be wrong. Definitely do your own research. But Minexcoin is based off of the Bitcoin source code. And they chose it because of reliability, and to accelerate the transaction, the block formation time is reduced from 10 to 3 minutes. Pretty cool. Now, I did talk about a couple of the features of the Minex is going to have in the future. I think a couple of them was Minex Market, Platform, Exchange, and the bank. Now they already have the bank and the wallet. They're going to work on the other 3 in 2018. Now the future of Minex. So they have a couple of principles that they're working towards. Simplicity and high speed of transactions. I really like this idea, simplicity. I think that is one of the main goals that you should go towards as a cryptocurrency project, because people are not going to use your coin if it's too difficult to understand or even understand at all. So simplicity I like, and high speed, who doesn't like high speed? So I like that idea. Exchange rate stability and predictability against US dollars. That's how they keep that low volatility and keep at an annual growth rate. So I like that idea. A market cap of $1 trillion. Now, this is a pretty grand, very ambitious goal, but I think this can be possible because if you do the math, they say that once the Minexcoin issuance is over the block 5.4 million, the price will reach $52,600 with a market cap of $1 trillion. Now, this is going to probably take years and years. And by the time Minex is at 1 trillion, I could see Bitcoin being like multiple trillions. But anyways, this is their goal. I like this kind of big goals that they have. It might not be during my lifetime maybe, but I like to see this happen. Pretty crazy. All right, and this is the roadmap as I talked about. We already have the coin in the bank. Platform, exchange, and market is coming up in 2018. All right, so that is it for Minexcoin. Oh, actually, let me show you the site for Minex Bank. This is the Minex Bank website. So this is how you park your coins. You link to you connect your wallet, and yeah, you just sign in and press park. And it only knows of your public key, so it doesn't have access to your private key, so it can't control your funds. You still control your wallet. The bank just sees that you have the fund in your wallet, and they pay you interest for it. So really good concept in my opinion. Now, that was a lot of information at once. Hope you guys kind of understood what I was going for. And also, this can be a risky investment. It is a starting cryptocurrency. I do not have a crystal ball. I don't, it's not gonna go to $1 trillion next year. I still have doubts for a couple aspects of the project, but I think overall, I think the risk of it succeeding is higher than risk of it failing. This is simply my opinion. If you guys think otherwise, please comment below and tell me why. And tell me why, if you guys like this video or not, or why you like this project or not. I'll try to respond to you guys. But anyways, I'll definitely make a shorter video of Minexcoin, kind of simplifying it into a couple of sentences or phrases, because I know that people don't have time to watch this whole video. But thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys made it through the end, congratulations to you guys. Yes, you did it. So, if you guys like this kind of content, like this video, comment below, and smash that subscribe button. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, check out my links below, and I'll really appreciate that. And as always, I'll bring you guys more, yes, on Daily Deals with Tim.